Good evening, everybody. Dadman Walking 55 coming to you from the East Coast of the U.S. We are only 2 minutes after 10 tonight. We are back to our Friday night adventure here, which we call Late Night with Dadman, from fruitcakes to porta potties. And hey, back at it, feeling good these days. And oh man, a lot of hopeful things on the horizon for even bigger things for this show on Wednesdays and Fridays. But let's get started here. Let's bring the crew and everybody in around. First of all, we're going to bring the queen of this channel here. She's the queen of her own channel. It's the great Mrs. Hey, Mrs.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm here. I am so full.
Oh, yeah. We went to a new Chinese buffet tonight. And
oh, my gosh. It was excellent.
Yeah, I mean, they had all the different types of fish. They even had stuff from Mark D with a C on it, you know? With the clams and stuff like that. That was a surprise. I mean, they had so much stuff on it. It was just insane, I believe. So, well, what was your favorite thing that we had tonight?
Oh, the sushi, of course. But if you didn't want to count that, the steamed buns.
Steamed buns. They had two types, didn't they?
They had pork and custard.
Custard.
Yep.
Well, like a pudding custard, or
like an egg custard.
Oh, I did not know. I did not realize that was in the buns. So, all right. Well, hey. Well,
when you looked at the label, it said custard buns.
All right. Not to be confused with George Custer. Anyway, from the Civil War and the Wild West, let's bring in Wild West himself, the great nut protector of them all, Wes Cagle. Hey, Wes.
Good Lord. You know what? You caught me off guard. I was going back to clip that little segment where you said, I did not know that was in the custards was in the buns.
Well, we always keep it live and guessing here. How are you tonight, West?
Doing all right. How you guys doing? Other than over full.
Yeah, well, hey,
doing good.
2 streams in a row where your computer has worked, so we have a happy Wes Cagle.
Well, I know now when the microphone fails to work, I know my brother showed me. So he's like, just do this. He showed me exactly where to go in to fix it. So now it's never going to break again. So,
all right. Speaking of never breaking again, we got this image from him from Grok. He's a combined steampunk and the guy that never ever gets mad or angry. The mild-mannered reporter of all mild-mannered reporters is the one, the only great Clifton 3D. Hey, Clifton.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You never get angry. You're always positive, and that's such a good thing.
You sure about that?
Well, you do a good job faking it. How about that?
Yeah, well, I'm positive too. I'm positive I'm always angry.
yes, we know that's true. Oh, Clifton.
Sorry, Cliff. I didn't mean to talk over you there. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, good. The last time I went to the Chinese place, I asked, "Hey, what kind of meat is that?" And the Chinese guy said, "It's a meat." I asked, "No, what kind of meat is that?" "It's a meat." I'm figuring it was cat or something.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know. We went to a ramen place, and they had a specific type of mushroom. I can't remember the name of it. Kumi, something like that. And it started with a K. And it's in a lot of ramen. It was. I love the mushroom. I said, "What is this?" I knew it was a mushroom, and he goes, "Fungus." I said, "Well, what kind?" I said, "I know that it's like a mushroom." He goes, "Fungus." As also.
Yeah.
Well, I believe there is a mushroom like just called fungi.
No, this is it. It actually had it on the menu, and it starts with a K.
And it looked black, though. That was what was weird. It looked like a black lettuce leaf to me.
It was it was good. It was very meaty taste. It was delicious. I just was curious what it was, but it's in a lot of ramen dishes. But it was just so funny. It was just like, fungus. I'm like, well, I know that it's a mushroom, but do you know what type of mushroom? And he just was like, fungus. And
well,
okay.
I'm a fungus, Mrs.
Yes, you're a fungi.
Damn it, you blew my punchline. Jeez. Well, on that note, let's talk about blowing punchlines with this leadoff hitter himself. Fallout Dave is here batting leadoff. Yay.
Hey.
Fallout Dave in the 2-hole. It's Legatus Legion Eyes.
Woohoo.
Dave's got a new router. Stupid router bit the dust. Only a year and a half old. Yes. And
Lord.
Legatus says, tech is not made to last. Because I tell you, at work, I'm like, our computer should last 25 years.
Mm.
And everybody looks at me like I'm crazy.
Because you are.
No, it's like these damn gaming systems. Quit building new and bigger ones. I want to keep the thing for 50 years.
You can keep it and you can probably pay it, but you just won't have any new games.
Anyway, anyway. Here we go. I gotta mute her.
Good Lord.
But yes, alrighty, we're already into it. But hey, anyway, I know you're right. But see, everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. Well, it's like this whole Windows 11 update bullshit. I have not put a Windows 11. I am going to fight to as long as I can because I've heard about spyware. There's a lot of concerns I have with it that I've heard about.
I'm still on 98. Wait,
how?
There's Windows 11? What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, if I had Windows 98, I could still fight the Civil War again.
It's telling me to update to XP. I don't have a CD. Or I think I need 3 CDs, right?
Wow. That's cool. Yes, Legata said it's made to be replaced and often. Howdy, buddy. Good to see you. And Clifton is really top of the morning to you at 4 a.m. where you are. And let's see. Wes Cagle says hello to everybody. Let's see. And hopefully hello, nurse. Mrs. Dadman. There you go, Legatus. Nice way to go. And Buddy made rotini pasta with pizza-style marinara, pepperoni, salami, and Italian sausage. And Clifton's got fried lice. All right, I like fried lice.
Fried lice. So you guys were talking about the ramen. You can always get homemade ramen. Here's my brother's homemade ramen. He makes this at home. I am always impressed when he makes this.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Look at this. This looks like it came from a restaurant, not from a package.
Well, part of it's the bowl.
Yes, it's true.
It looks good. The bowl makes it look
That's
good.
a lot of egg for ramen, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he likes his soft-boiled eggs. So, but
he can have mine.
I agree. I like mine a little bit more firm.
I don't even like egg. You can take the egg and just ship it off for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
Exactly. Runny egg.
Yep.
So you like
way to eat an egg is runny.
Wait, what do you mean by runny eggs though? Because what do you mean you like them like running? Because I guess they're hard boiled, soft boiled. You got over medium. The yolks. What do you mean by runny eggs?
When you break off the top and you can use a spoon and just suck it out.
So barely cooked.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mrs., is that what you have with over medium?
I've never, if I have a boiled egg, it's usually either like it's not runny inside. But yeah, I would eat that.
Yeah, because I don't know is when we go to Waffle House and she gets mixed it in with the grits, she gets them over medium and all of a sudden that yolk breaks and just runs everywhere. So, yeah. Buddy says
great.
That's one problem, you guys. Y'all can have all the egg you want off my plate as you want. At least I've gotten better than the old days. In the old days, I would pick out chunks of the egg out of the fried rice.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That I was that bad with it, but now it's only the really large pieces that happen.
Oh, then you wouldn't like the potato salad I make because I make it with egg.
I don't like potato salad. That's another thing my mom made that smelled. And I'm
egg salad, just plain.
Oh God, egg salad's even worse.
Yeah, I like
I'll make it even worse for you. Egg salad on potatoes.
I love egg salad.
Egg salad and potato bread.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, Mrs. will eat a deviled egg and try to kiss me. I mean, she knows.
I did that before. I eat a deviled egg and then I kiss him and he'd nearly throw up.
She knows tuna salad, egg salad, all that, and it's like
that's just malicious. That's that's evil.
It is.
Wait, what's wrong with tuna salad now?
Oh, I don't
He
like.
doesn't like the creamy. It's a texture thing.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And there is a smell with the mayonnaise and the egg and all that in there. It just
There's
Yeah.
usually not. Well, some people do put egg in tuna fish. I will say that, but
Smell goes a long way to turning people off on food. I mean, I make a like a stew soup, and my brother says every time he's like that I make that, and I make chicken salad. He's like your stew smells like dog food, and the tuna and the chicken salad smells like cat food. I'm like, oh great. Every time I make it, I'm thinking I'm eating pet food.
well,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just one of those things. It's very psychological. It gets inside my head and it can't get out.
So after Thanksgiving, when there's so much turkey left, you don't make turkey salad?
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't.
Yeah.
We usually go out and eat at the Golden Corral,
I
the
don't.
feeding trough, and we don't have leftovers. But no, you never made turkey salad afterwards.
I've never made turkey salad, but I've made turkey sandwiches.
Yeah, that's
turkey
good
salad
too.
sandwich.
Follow Dave. Dave's got it right. That I was scarred as a child by the cautionary tale of Humpty Dumpty. There you go.
And where does it ever say that Humpty Dumpty was an egg?
I think it was always inferred.
Nowhere. I think
Where does it say that Humpty Dumpty was an egg?
Yeah, no, I think just the illustrators of the Grimm's. Is it the
Whoever
Grimm? Was that a Grimm
decided to
tale?
draw that first illustration.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
true.
It's like whoever said Santa Claus was big and round and chubby with a white beard, the Coca-Cola company.
Well, no, that kind of came from the poem. Yeah, his belly laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was described as an elf.
Yeah, right, jolly old elf.
Well, how big are elves? He's a giant.
No, he was
Yeah, but
small.
he was. That would be small, but he was fat. He was fat in the
But
poem.
the depiction a lot of people have are a regular sized. It's the
This is
Coca-Cola
true.
version.
I
This
think
is
more
true.
like a hobbit
Well, how did they depict Father Christmas?
as an old man.
Well, that might be where they got it from. It could be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the history of Santa, so I'm ignorant on that subject.
Ignorant.
Well, Santa was originally a bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, Saint Nicholas.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
well. I think Santa Claus is an amalgam of Saint Nicholas, Father Christmas, and there's one other one too. There's like three that he's an
But
amalgam.
the image that is in America, I don't know in other countries, the image that is used in America was actually started as an advertising campaign for Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they still use it today.
Mhm.
I thought it was
To
a
this day.
greetings card.
I think the greeting card stuff might have come after, but Mrs. is right. It's pretty early on. Coca-Cola co-opted Santa Claus.
Mhm.
You know, I remember Santa Claus and the polar bears. That's pretty much what I did. Do y'all? Yeah, is it just me, or does it seem like that they've moved away from the polar bears at Christmas for Coke?
They moved away from everything. They don't even mention Christmas anymore.
I'm surprised they don't have what was his name? Melvin DeMailey or whatever.
Oh, Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Can't he do a commercial for Coca-Cola?
Oh no! How dare you? Why can't she? How dare you?
Yeah. I'm trying to come up with something because what I saved was in the incorrect format, so I'm kind of scrambling with it right now.
Oh, now I gotta ask Kronk to draw a picture of Dylan Mulvaney selling Coca-Cola at Christmas.
Oh no! Don't do that one. do the Berenstain Bears versus Predator. How about that one? Because that was one of the things that I saw was that I was going to show y'all. It was like the Berenstain Bears and Predator, and it's got Predator shooting Papa Berenstain like with his tracking, with that
Oh my
3-dot
God.
thing. It's
How
like,
funny.
what would y'all like for that as a kind of IP, like an IP crossover? Something we talked about, like the Pooh horror, some of the other horror shows that we're getting out there. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to see like a cartoon character versus the Predator?
Well, Bambi
I'm
versus
trying to-
Godzilla is my favorite still.
Mm,
How about the Grinch?
The Grinch.
yes. A father said Santa is an escaped alien slave master who runs a sweatshop, reindeer sausage business. Oh, dude, this
Ooh,
Chinese
reindeer
buffet had
sausage.
this place had the biggest sausages in the world, didn't it, Mrs.?
Wait,
Yes.
Asians with the biggest sausages? Really?
No.
That is a stereotype. Stop it.
Oh God, if we only had Anna here with that one. But yeah, it was no. They actually had it was like I've seen ham or roast beef on a carving station type thing, but they had big sausages out there where you just carved it as you wanted it. It would do the Germans proud, I would say. It was they took out the whole pan, didn't they, Mrs.?
Wait.
Yes.
What
Germans proud of Asians.
Well, it's the sausage. No, the sausage. Being proud of the sausage, you know? The
You just need to quit talking.
what?
I think just quit.
The Schnitzengruben.
Schnitzengruben. But hey, all right. Well, here, since I could not find that image, and by the way, Jess is here. Hey, Jess. How are you tonight? I'll see if I can get to him. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, is that a foot long? And then some. Yes, remember that a couple weeks ago, Mrs. Bachelor Party. I love that
Oh yeah.
character, Nick the Dick. Yeah. All right. Well, Wes is playing around with his grok tonight for a little bit. A couple of memes that did pop up that I did get in the right format, and we can kick the tires on this a little bit on a couple of different stories. As you know, recently we've had the NFL draft, and then yesterday the new Pope was announced. Okay? And like a couple votes in 2 days. Well, here's one that combines the two of them. Shadur Sanders, the time taken to get picked. The new Pope, 2 days. Shadur Sanders, 3 days. If you know, you know, especially if you're a sports fan. Shadur Sanders
I'm not a sports fan, and I get it.
Well, he was supposed to be picked on day one, maybe one of the top quarterbacks drafted, and he went till round 5 with Cleveland. Yes, who drafted 2 quarterbacks in that draft.
God, that's you know what? I don't know what's more embarrassing that you fell all the way to the 5th round, or that the Cleveland Browns took you.
Well, if you saw, because they always show the war rooms when they drafted, they were like, I mean, there was the deadest war room I'd ever seen there. There was like, and it was the second quarterback. 2 rounds before they took Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon. Yeah. Yes, and yes, the new Pope is out of Chicago, and Buddy Hepburn said Shadur was taken 144th overall. So, but yes, it took less time for the new Pope to be selected than Shadur Sanders to get drafted. So
what was I knew that there was a big thing about that, but briefly, what was the issue
with Sanders?
Is he just a jerk, or I mean, why?
The stories vary. You have to go out onto official media sites, but according to various media sites, a lot of the NFL scouts, the draft, the people that did the drafting, he was showing up late for meetings, to the interviews. He brought his entourage.
So it was distracted. Attitude.
There's a lot of attitude.
Kind of just we'll just say
right.
Attitude.
According to the published reports that are out there, this is well documented out there. It's not something I'm just making up. That there was a lot of the side issues that caused him to drop so far. Because I tell you, he went from a 1st or 2nd round pick to 5th round. There's no guarantee you make the roster, and a lot less money involved. Jess said she thought that the Sanders kid wasn't actually that good, just more like dad's name causing the talk of the high pick. Yeah, there's a Nepo baby. Yeah. Well, a lot of people have said that. They've been impressed with his accuracy, but you know, he also played at Colorado. There is some doubt about exactly how talented he was. Was he worthy of an NFL draft pick? Wes, did you see much with him recently?
I did not see anything as far as his college performance, so I have no idea what the value might actually be of this kid. So,
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, you remember seeing Primetime play though.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
But
and
no chance against Mahomes.
Mahomes, yes. Buddy said he didn't do the combines and he did his own thing. So
oh, good Lord, yeah. That, you know what, you may think that that's old fashioned system, and your thumb, you're trying to change it, but you know what? You have now just put yourself behind the 8 ball and on the bad side of every scout. So
in
I
general
don't care how
manager.
good you are. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the talk I had heard was that the Cleveland owner got involved and said that they should draft him. I mean, because really, if you saw the footage, if you saw the Cleveland War Room when they announced the pick, nobody was excited. I mean, it was like a funeral, and
look at
people
it
were just
this-
clapping passively. Yeah.
but look at it this way. He's already all the way down in the 5th round. If he is actually as good as people are saying, this is a steal.
Yeah.
So you can't lose on this one, I think. If he's falling this far.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that myself. It'd be
Yeah.
very interesting to see if he
Yeah.
actually performs,
turns
or
out to be
if
good,
it
it's a
was an
huge-
attitude thing. If he continues to keep that, it'd be very interesting to see.
It's true. This may be a humbling experience for him, and he may learn from it.
Hmm.
And there's no, and just because you're 5th round doesn't mean you won't make a roster and stuff. I think Tom Brady was a 6th round draft pick out of Michigan, and he is considered probably one of the best quarterbacks of NFL history, definitely of Super Bowl history.
Wasn't there? There was not too long ago. Wasn't there a quarterback who went undrafted and then they picked him up afterwards? And he, who am I thinking of?
There was Mr. Irrelevant, which was Purdy from Iowa State of San Francisco. They drafted him a couple years ago with the last pick, and he took them to either the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game.
Okay.
So that's one of the ones that I've noticed in recent years. So,
Yeah.
And Buddy said, Buddy said his dad's also making comments about him making sure his son won't do anything he doesn't like or agree with. Oh, great!
God.
He was driving a Lambo in high school, so well, I don't know. I'd still take Dion as head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, because at least then it would be somewhat exciting instead of Jerry Jones. So we'll move on to the next one that I got here.
Is this fan bothersome?
I don't hear it.
Okay.
Nope, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Jess asked, the college isn't known for really good football, is it? That's not one I've heard mentioned a lot. So if he's so good, why was he on a bowl champion team? Because he played at Colorado. What happened is he was at Jackson State, a smaller, historically black college out there. Then his dad got the job at Colorado, so he followed him to Colorado. That's where he ended up in Colorado, which is part of the Big 12, which is not a small conference. It's actually part of the bowl champion conferences, and he did well, but he did well in those conferences. Of course, you could be Nico Iamaleava, whose daddy just melted down all of internet, and that's been oh God, if AT and I were talking sports, man. The NIL is destroying all of college sports these days. Buddy said Brock Hepburn took them to Super Bowl and NFC Championship game in different years. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Buddy said Shedeur only played for his father at both schools. Kind of like that, yes, Jess. And his brother also played at Colorado, followed around with him. Shiloh Sanders, I believe. All right. Clifton, are you still awake over there?
Yes.
All right. We're going to throw this first question, and we're going to throw this meme at you and let you answer it first, okay?
Okay.
Excitement?
We'll see.
Okay, Mrs., are you ready for some excitement?
Sure.
Okay, West. All right, get ready.
I'm good.
Your private part is named after the last movie or TV show you watched. What is yours? West?
Well, I don't watch television anymore.
Clifton.
So,
Clifton. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Clifton. Yes.
Yeah.
Naruto?
Naruto. Okay. Wow, we got some anime then in there. All right.
The actual.
Yeah.
At least it's nice and No, I'm not gonna say what I want.
Well, we're an 18 plus channel, so it's late night. Were you going to say something,
It's
Mrs.?
Dadman After
I'm
Dark.
actually trying to think because
Yeah.
it probably so I would call it JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
God, who's this
Wow.
Dadman? Who is this JoJo? And what does he have to do with the missus?
The world will never know.
Could be a pet name. You never know. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, well, it's better. We were thinking about this before. We were at the Holy Grail at one point. So, because last week we watched, before we went out of town, we watched Monty Python and Holy Grail on the 50th anniversary in the theaters.
So
okay.
are you trying to say that your private part is the Holy Grail, Dadman?
Yeah, I was, but actually, I've got something else in just a second. Wes, we're going to go ahead with you first.
Okay, well, I don't watch TV anymore because it's garbage. There's not been really anything good on. But the last show, which is years back now, would have been NCIS. So that's initials. I leave the chat to come up with what they think those initials stand for my private.
Oh, well, it could be a movie, but okay, NCIS. Well, we got Naruto.
Oh, movie, yes. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, if you have a more recent movie, what? Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see. Have I actually gone to see any movies?
It could be a movie at home too. It could be a movie at home too.
Oh well, I watch old movies all the time.
Yeah, it could be any movie. It doesn't have to be whatever the last movie or TV show could be. Anime, any kind of.
Okay, then the last movie I watched, and it was to prepare for Jill's stream. I rewatched a movie that she was reviewing so I could be on the panel, and it was Xanadu.
Oh God. We got Xanadu. We got Xanadu. What? Oh God, I've lost it with that one. Xanadu. Mrs. What was yours again?
JoJo's Bizarre
Adventure. And then we got Naruto. All you need is Totoro thrown in there, but mine would be the Blues Brothers.
Oh, is that your testes are brothers now?
Yeah, they got to be. It's all one thing.
And they're blue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But it's well, Dave C had a watch party last night, and I had it on while I was trying to sleep and get ready for getting up early this morning, and it was like that was the last movie that was on. Yeah.
Well, just let the Blues Brothers go on a bizarre adventure.
There you go. Fallout Dave said the price is right.
Oh God.
And Buddy says better than The Pretender, Mrs.
Oh
yeah.
So there you go. And Jess said suspicious that only under dad. Why didn't you go somewhere else? I'd be wary if I was the NFL team. Yeah, a lot of times fathers and sons do this. They follow. Jack Elway was Coach John Elway at Stanford, and there is a little bit of nepotism with things like that. So. Mine's Master Chef. Nice, Phantom Outsider. Nice. Good to see you. How are you tonight, fam? Good to see you as always. We got 10 people here. Thank you. Hit that like button, smash it, share out the stream. If you don't mind, we are on Friday night with our squirrel streams here from Fortnite, from porta potties from fruitcakes to porta potties. Because my world is upside down now without my porta potty outside.
Oh God, yeah.
It's like it was like so neat.
You're so weird.
I wish I'd used it more often. It was actually quite clean smelling.
Oh gosh.
Hey Wade, good to see you.
I just don't understand my husband sometimes. People.
I don't understand myself all the time. So it's kind of like we're both in agreement on that. So, well, one of the things that the missus does is talk about days of the year. We're going to look at one of the particular days of the year today. Phantom said just before that I watched Struggle Mills Boy, and I'm glad I looked at Master Chef before this. Oh my. Oh God! So what do you? Oh man, we brought out the Philadelphia Flyers logo now. Oh man, the Devils are home, so it's okay. Devils are home. Mrs. Tell us about days of the year. Which day did y'all focus on today?
We had Alphabet Magnet Day was the big one. We also talked about Fantastic, the Sharks. We had a poll on that, but the memes were because it is Alphabet Magnets Day.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a look at one of the celebrations today. A little bit different. This is one. See, I wish I had more of the females around here. I'm glad you're here, Mrs. Jess, and some single guys might relate to this. It's also National. Well, whenever you do laundry, what's one of the banes to doing laundry? Socks. And we lose socks around here all the time. But today, May 9th, it's National Lost Sock Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this is days of the year, National Lost Sock Memorial Day. It says, where do they go? We can only hope it's a better place, but no one really knows what happens to the lone socks that seem to disappear without trace. Guys, I don't know if you're like the Miss and I. We can't keep track of a pair of socks. How about you guys?
Yeah. I usually able to find them, but sometimes, yeah, it happens.
Well, me, I have no problems with my socks whatsoever because of the 20 pairs of socks that I own.
Mm-hmm.
They are all identical. Every single one. I make sure of that. I always buy the same socks. They're all the same.
Well, I tried doing that, but Dadman likes the tall tube socks, and then he scooches them down. I can't stand that. So,
well, it's easy for me. I do all my own laundry. I don't have to worry about anybody else's laundry. Everybody else does their own laundry. I'm doing only mine.
But
right.
But if I lose socks, that's an investment that I lose. I got these. Well, I mean, I'm changing because it's getting warmer outside. But over the winter, I have these alpaca socks.
Mm-hmm.
They're warm, and they're expensive.
Yeah, well, that's when you wash them and you don't put them in the dryer because the dryer eats them.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I don't have a dryer.
You have to hang them up and let them dry.
I wish I had a dryer.
I made a killing online. I made a killing online not too long ago. I put an ad out online saying, I said $50 and I'm selling solar powered dryers. People send me the $50. I send them a clothesline.
Yep.
Well,
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Well, West, your mission. Go ahead and start seeing what Grok can get us with lost socks thrown in with our porta potties.
Okay, I got a bunch of Berenstain Bears for you whenever you're ready.
We're ready. Let me get to the chat here.
Sure.
Buddy said the Sock Monster tag team with Underpants Gnomes. Yep. Phantom Outsider said he beat the sock problem since he's retired. I stopped wearing them. So
I don't wear a lot of socks.
Yep. Finally, only wears them to work. Look, I'm a Florida boy, but I got socks and tennis shoes all the time, even in the house. So
he's so cool.
Yes, and I will probably use those another time, Dave. But thank you there. Oh, hey, Sashi. Hey, I've been using solar powered dryers his entire life. All right, Wes. Let's see what Wes has come up with. All right. Ta-da.
Yeah, you said.
Oh wow, they got lightsabers.
Well, I threw that one in. I said they're fighting. I said, what are they fighting with? I said, let me throw in the lightsaber. So,
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Oh, let me get the picture. I have no idea why he looks like the Thing. Why his skin is like a rock or scales.
Because he's kind of like Predator.
Yeah, this is true.
That's.
They all are like that.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
That's crazy.
That's why they're fighting.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we'll see what else he comes up with. We'll add the hello citrus.
Lemon
Hey,
pie.
hi, fruitcakes, lemon pie. How are you, sir?
Yeah,
Hey,
this
Good
one
to
was
see you
weird.
tonight.
This is not a Berenstain Bear. I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
Now, Sashi says he's at work, so be jumping in and out of chat. It says cardio for the day. Hey, you're here. That's what counts. Oh, the bear's got
Nice.
matted hair. Okay, all right, let's take a look.
Yeah.
What
I
the
don't know.
hell?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That was me.
got-
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sock monster.
I
Oh,
love it.
Wait,
And-
where was the comment? I'm looking for it.
Sock monster.
Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
his buddy sent it. Buddy
The
sent it.
sock monster tag teaming with the underpants
Yep.
gnomes. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
But
my
the gnomes
gosh.
are naked. The gnomes are just in their underpants too.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so.
That's a nice one, Clifton. That was cool. Oh my god. Oh, the predator wears netting. Yeah, exactly. So, okay. All right. Well, good to see you. All right, Clifton. That was nice. Thank you. Oop, sorry.
Booted me.
I ended up taking. Well, it's like when you took it down as Wes Cagle, it just is already cool. Oh, that one's cool. Absolutely. Wes, whenever you have more, we will take a look at it.
Yeah. No, I've got them. I've got them here.
All right.
The more
Okay.
Berenstain Bears fighting the predator.
Well, here, what we don't know where, but we do know they're always disappearing there, these socks. Is there some kind of vortex created? Perhaps a washer, there's some form of strange kraken-like creature that eats them and only left the one. Whatever the case, it's an inevitable fact of life that somewhere out there exists an ever-growing pile of missing left socks. And National Lost Sock Day is your opportunity to mourn your dearly departed foot warmers, wherever they may be. All right, so Wes, have you got another one?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So yeah.
Oh, wow.
This one here, it seems to be the children fighting. All nothing but
Yeah.
but 3 children. This one, I don't know, is cheering them on.
Yeah. That's
Uh-huh.
the little one. Oh, what's her name?
Oh, I don't remember what I think it was just called the baby, wasn't it? It
might
was
have
brother
been.
and sister, and then the baby.
Probably.
But
That's
Yeah.
what I, yeah.
I
Sure.
mean, yeah, I mean, it's basically variations of that. I mean, this was the, I think this was the last one.
Mm.
Did one of the bears?
Yeah, kind of start
Us?
becoming a.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I knew the xenomorphs bred into different species and stuff, but hey, predators.
Yeah. And
Nice.
apparently, the predator has a lightsaber right out of the back of his head too. I don't know. No, but I think that
Well-
was now it's just the flyers. That was it. Yeah.
Well, folks, we got some other stuff coming up in another stream down the road with this group of people. It's going to be fun to watch, and things sticking out of all parts of people's bodies and things like that. So, hey, there's your hockey update. The Panthers are going to make it a series after all. Hey, hockey still does not belong in Florida for what I care, but hey, we shall see. All right, guys, more on the socks. To celebrate, you can set your imagination free. Come up with ways to prevent this from being a problem again. Read books about lost socks. There are some. Land of the Lost Socks by Nara Williams, in which a pair of socks fight against sock bullies to find their way back together. The Sock Fairy by Bobby Hinman and Christy Bridgman, where the disappearance of lonely socks is explained by a mischievous and magical creature who is responsible not only for taking individual socks, but also responsible for the occasional toe hole. Sorry. And Where the Lost Socks Go by Vivona Michelle, featuring a story from the perspective of a wet sock who goes missing. Comics have also been made illustrating the missing sock monster, illustrating them eating, hoarding, and even wearing all the socks throughout the world. So it's going everywhere. The history of the National Lost Sock Memorial Day stretches back to the history of knitted footwear throughout every culture and nation until it finally disappears at the most glorious moment when the first pair of socks originated. The first National Lost Sock Memorial Day was held 2 days later when Og failed to find the sock and his cave mother-in-law knitted for him. Doubtless it had been eaten by a mammoth. In the 8th century, socks were made of animal hair called pilloi. Maybe the animals they used were envious of how beautiful their old hair looked wrapped around the human feet, and their ancestors have been stealing the socks in the dark of the night ever since.
Oh.
About 1,000 years later, the Romans were first to use woven fabric to cover their cold little toes, but inevitably one floated away each time they took the clothing down to the river to be washed. So hey, and it says National Lost Sock Memorial Day is a chance to spend some time in contemplation as to the ultimate destination of the world's missing socks. Yes. And Buddy said the sad tale of the disowned sock with a hole in the toe. Yep.
Oh.
I don't know where Snorty Polar Bear. I don't know where he is tonight. He probably is resting. So, Phantom says, as far as the mystery of stolen socks, most socks are white and then turned inside out. They are fuzzy. What creature do we know that is white and fuzzy? Yep. There's a question there. Yep. Maybe we'll still. There goes out the call. Either Lisa or Snortopoopus will show up with the mushroom call. But there you go. So that's where we get National Lost Sock Day. So
yeah, I said I solved the problem because all my socks are the same. It's not entirely true because I start with 20 and eventually I end up down to like 17. So they get lost. It's just that I never have a problem matching them.
Right. You just keep using them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So let's see. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, I'll use some of these another time, Fallout Dave. But let me see if I can bring this picture up in a way that. Oh, man. Let me see if I can bring this picture up in a way that. Okay. All right. I think I can.
You think you can?
I think I can. All right.
Think
there we go. I did.
The little engine that could.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's always dangerous when I multitask. So here, this Fallout Dave gave us this one, The Lost Socks.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Looks like the milk. It looks like the galaxy or the universe with a big black hole in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wes, just don't bring maths into it. No numbers. No numbers. So,
No numbers. No.
Yeah.
No.
The ones I said, draw me a picture of the land of the lost left socks, and they weren't super interesting. They were all right.
yeah. Let me see. Oh, by the way, here I got a couple other things real quick.
You're gonna show them. You want to show them Wes Cagle?
Oh yeah, I always have them propped and prepared anytime he wants to show them out.
Yeah,
just let him know they're out there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're like running away to the forest.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean this one was interesting enough. I don't know why they're all hanging in the tree with squirrels all around them. I don't know what that's about. I did not say anything about squirrels. So
yeah, and hey Penny, hey and good night Penny. Good to see you. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring up Penny's chat real quick. So, there you go. Good night, Penny. Thanks for coming by.
Good night, Penny.
Now, see, Jess says, except keep buying the same socks. Either the white stops being as white or black fades so they don't match the new ones. Hey, as long as they don't have holes in them and you can wear them, that's what counts. That's nice. Well, I got another one Fallout Dave sent us too, going back to the Predator stuff.
Yeah, cool. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's doing in the picture with the socks. So.
I know, it's kind of curious. It's like, I guess this is a bear. This is a Berenstain bear somehow with Predator.
That's a scary Berenstain bear.
Oh yeah. Oh, you hadn't seen anything with that, just outside that, because we've let's see.
Stock monster versus Predator.
Ooh, that would be good. Yeah, y'all work on that one. See his Predator and oh, yeah, that would be Sock Monster and yeah. All right, y'all work on it. We'll get it. We'll get it showed up there.
Monster.
Yeah, Sock Monster. Yeah, exactly. So on that note, we're gonna have some of the memes from like we usually do. We love memes around here, and we're going to show a few of those. So let me get everything.
You know, I don't know what channel. I don't know what person it is on X. I think it might be Clown World. The account Clown World. Every once in a while, I'm going through my stream and he puts up a thing. The policeman. He's saying stop. He's like, stop. This is a meme check. Show me the last meme you got on your phone.
Oh yeah.
And then the stuff that people put out there. I spent all morning laughing.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen those.
Well, let's see. All right, let me share the screen. There we go. We got this here. Here's one. All right, I wish Mr. Angel was for here because, and I believe this is why millions of us continue to vanish each year without a trace.
Oh.
For Mr. Angel, there's an alien there taking the stock. Cookie sock conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. You like good conspiracy theories, Clifton?
Oh yeah, all the time.
What's some of your favorite ones?
Where to start? All of them. They're all great. They're all interesting.
Yeah, I love the Sasquatch ones. Like, is he real? Does he exist?
I like the ones that turn out to actually be true.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've seen in the last 5 years, many conspiracy theories turn out more truthful than what we were told at the beginning. So, yes.
Yep.
File Dave, yeah, that's what I was showing earlier, that one about the washing machines. They're alien black hole generators. Yep. So we see that. Let's see. We got another one here. We got, let's see, socks without partners. Welcome new members. The last thing I remember is being thrown into the dryer. We got this one. No kidding. I'm recently single too.
There you go.
I like that one.
Yeah, you got here. Oh, the prodigal sock. So you're back.
After you
that is true though. That is true. Sometimes they will show up again. That's why you never throw away the odd sock that comes out.
Oh,
of the
I
dryer.
do, and then I don't care, and then I throw the other one away.
Yeah, they'll pop up under the beds for some reason, or some weird spot you never cannot remember how they got there, but they got there.
Yep.
So we got socks without partners, sock hop.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. Oh, you know what, Dave?
Oh, yes, Fallout Dave. That is so true.
I did not realize it. I don't think I have any of the memes with that, but I kept seeing through the memes the whole connection with Tupperware lids. Why is that,
it's
Mrs.?
Not that it's either you get an excess of lids or you get the excess of the bottoms. It's like you missed part of them, and people like never throw them away. And I was once at a like a home and patio show, and there was a one of the guest speakers. He was on a show that I loved watching on Home and Garden TV, and it was an organizational show. And this person had the audacity to ask this question. So it was like, what do I do with all the lids of my storage containers that don't have my storage containers that don't either have the lids or the bottoms? How do I organize those? And he looked at her and said, you throw them away. He said, if you can't use them, throw them away. But she kind of like had the audacity, like he was going to say, well, you need to pack them in a box and date them. And it's like, no, throw them away. But it's just like the fact that they even asked that question. I was like, oh my God, you are such a dick. I mean, it just was like, so stupid.
No, I just did not understand all this obsession about Tupperware lids till I started looking for memes, and it's interesting. Fallout Day puts it out there. Clifton come up with oh my God, talking about Tupperware and socks. What did you search? How did you search this one, Clifton?
Oh, I just typed in the prompt that we got from Fallout Dave. Draw missing Tupperware lids, elope with the missing socks.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Wow, that's nice. Nice job, Clifton, on that one. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's see. Okay, everyone, remember the buddy system.
I like that one.
Yeah, it reminds me of school. Remember the buddy system? You always lose one kid, so
Oh, yeah.
What happened to your buddy? I don't know.
That's fine. Just one kid. Come on.
Yeah.
That's a not bad percentage.
Yeah.
Oh,
One kid lost to every, 25?
Yeah.
How many of our spouses has the maniac taken? We end the reign of terror today. Oh, it's crazy. So, all right, we got what does sock say to the other before going in the washing machine? You realize one of us isn't coming back. And I'm constantly losing socks in the laundry, but finding change. So logically, there has to be a sock fairy, right?
Right.
Well, I will tell you, we replaced our washing machine, and the change that fell underneath the drum. So we had to take the front off of the washing machine to get it out our back door. And oh my gosh, I think we had like $30 worth of change that had accumulated through the years.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's funny how money can accumulate in a dryer. So, do y'all find money?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you don't take your coins out of your pocket or your bills. And,
right. Yep.
Yeah. This is definitely finds the bills, so it's like, hey,
the bills don't go down into the thing.
Oh no! You know when I do laundry,
pockets, yeah.
When I do laundry, absolutely no bills ever make it into the machine. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no bills ever get there.
You're always checking them pockets. Yeah. Phantom said that they tried to buddy him up with other kids, but then they got tired of all the new milk cartons. They bailed him with it. A teacher, when they didn't come back, they stopped partnering me up. Oh, Phantom. Oh, that's scary. Oh, and I think we have one last one here of the memes. We got this one. Yeah, this is the last one. Well, at least we finally know where all those missing socks from the dryer went. Welcome in limbo. Wait until your name is called to move on.
Oh, poor little socks.
Just in limbo. But yeah. I mean, it's a curse around here. We're always losing socks, and at least one of the two socks, and it's always like a big headache to replace, and then of course then we're short because we're like, well, heck, why don't we? We want more. We don't have to go buy more socks, but then again, you can't. You gotta have enough socks to be able to function. So
I only need socks when I have to wear my tennis shoes. And that's usually like if we go to a park or something, I will wear tennis shoes and not my Vans. So I need like 2 pairs of socks.
You know what seems to be coming back is socks with sandals.
With Wes Cagle.
Yeah, I saw that.
No socks with sandals. No.
Well, I know the kids years ago there was a song that they made, socks and sandals.
It's actually comfortable.
I have no idea what I just did.
Well, at least you're back. At least you didn't.
Somehow I threw myself backstage. I didn't know I could do this.
It not only threw yourself backstage, but it said your device was not connected.
Yeah, I clicked on it. Said stop my cam by accident. I pushed it, and I don't know. It turned me off and threw me backstage.
Well, we were talking a little bit about socks and sandals. I mean, I don't have that problem because I don't wear sandals, flops, and that crap. I mean, I'm always a socks and tennis shoe guy. Clifton said no to that. I know years ago on Nickelodeon or one of those channels, they made a socks and sandals parody song. But Wes, what do you think? Socks and sandals or not?
I suppose if I was from Saudi Arabia,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I've only seen that culture do that. I've never seen anybody else but
You
I tell
haven't
you,
folks
seen
that I
I
know from
saw
the Middle
more
Americans on
East that
socks
wear
vacation?
that. Yeah, I've never seen
when,
that otherwise.
when we were in Universal. I saw more socks
Yep.
Yeah,
with sandals.
Americans and Germans on vacation, they both wear socks and sandals.
Again, I've never seen another I didn't live in America. I've never seen another American who wasn't of Middle Eastern descent wear socks and sandals.
It's happening down here, like the missus said. They're just
Wow. Oh,
it's.
yeah.
They all have socks and sandals.
Interesting.
Oh, another thing
And
too.
usually they were like the Birkenstock sandals or with the Crocs.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of the more. They're not all athletes, but a lot of athletes will do this where they wear the socks and they put their foot in the slip on
In the slides, yeah,
in the
like the Nike
slides. Yeah,
slides and things like that.
like the athletic type of slide type thing. And I'm seeing people casually just wear those things out with socks with the slides like crazy, and it's like,
Mm.
oh, that's interesting. But
Well, I mean, I guess
see,
you could
buddy,
always do what the old woman did in town where I used to live in the States. She would come into the store with curlers and pink fluffy house shoes.
Oh, I wouldn't wear the curlers, but I would love to walk around with house shoes, my slippers.
you said that. I could think fluffy bunnies. The Secret Show, Mrs.
Oh, that's a
Remember?
show we've got to watch. Maybe that'll be the next show I do after, if I remember.
That'd be cool. Name whose name whose names who must be changed daily. Yes. Good choice of socks with sandal. I just wear socks. I understand. Yeah. This is what I was saying. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Everyone in sports wears socks with slides before and after practicing games. Absolutely. You see that. But see, there's people just going into restaurants like that now that are not coming off the ball field. It's kind of interesting.
Well, how
Kind
do
of
you know
bizarre.
it's not after a game and they're coming home and they're hungry?
They don't wear jerseys. They're not dirty.
You don't.
They just have
Okay.
average
I'm
clothes
not
on.
even going to argue. I'm not even going to talk about it.
I know everything. I know what I'm looking at. So, but hey, all right, guys, we got this going. So, you guys up there, you guys on the panel, is there anything that y'all want to talk about tonight? Any type of random topics that come out? I'm looking to see if there's anything coming out through the chat. Apparently, we got the socks and sandals debate that's going out, but Wes and Clifton, got anything that's kind of hit y'all this week that's kind of funny, kind of off the chart? Mrs.
I
you
mean,
too?
No, I
Go ahead,
really
Clifton.
don't.
All right,
I'm
Clifton.
sorry.
hold on, let me share this. I mean, I did make this hoping that this guy would make Pope.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
But sadly, he didn't make Pope.
Yeah, because his name was Pizza Bella, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually one of the papal candidates was Pizza Bella or Pizza Balla. It's but yeah, that would be an interesting name and an interesting pope. Or hey, how about president? Anything like that. So there's also let's see, Wes, you got anything else for us on the Grok side or not?
It did nothing. When what was the last thing I tried? It didn't bring anything interesting. I'm not having good luck with Grok.
I think some days Grok is off a little bit. And that might be us for tonight with it. But hey,
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I am falling asleep. I don't mean to not be.
No,
happy.
It happens. Well, we're probably going to be a shorter show tonight because I do have to get up in the morning with Mom. So, but hey, we're still here on a Friday night. Thank you for everything. Mrs. is not normally with us on Friday night all the time, or we didn't have a chance to get a long enough nap before the show.
Yeah,
that's basically
I'm sure that Chinese food is still sitting like a rock. Still.
Oh, I know. I know how that goes. So, yeah.
I think I got a full tummy, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just tuckered today. I don't know what my problem is. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that happens. That happens.
Yeah, yeah. So Guido Sarducci back when Saturday Night Live was funny. But I tell you what, I actually remembered the one I found that clip with the teleprompter.
Oh my gosh.
I showed
That
it
is
with our
so
friend. I
funny.
showed it with our friend who's in the media today, and she just died laughing at that one. That was one of the greatest. Because folks, what it was had Will Ferrell, this other lady, and they started off and had the
They're doing a
weatherman over
morning
there.
show.
Go
What
ahead.
it is?
Okay, go ahead. Tell us.
It's like Sunshine,
Yes.
today or something like that. And they're doing a morning show. Now, if you guys that do not know what a teleprompter is, it takes and it puts the script on the camera so they can see it, so they can read what they're supposed to say while looking at the camera. Okay. So it starts off with, they're all nice and happy and doing, you know, the show, and the teleprompter works, and all of a sudden the teleprompter stops working. And they start off, and they're flustered and they don't know what to do. And I'll probably get some of it wrong, but basically, as the skit progresses, they get more and more primal.
Yeah.
And they, by the end of the skit, it starts off like, they're all beautifully dressed and everything, and then their hair gets messed up, and then the weatherman comes over and they kill the weatherman and they start eating the weatherman. I mean, it's just awful. They beat him up, and by the end of the thing, they're just these primal things because they just didn't know what to say anymore on the reading the teleprompter,
And then the words magically come back.
And it's very, very funny. I'm going to look it up. Was it on the tube?
It's on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Yes, exactly. But
I will look it up and I will post it.
Yes, exactly. Because it's a really, really great one. If you work with the media and stuff, you could relate to it. I know the missus talks about how they just read wire copy. We also, you remember an anchorman. It's true. It's like they're trained. They read that script. And an anchorman, Ron Burgundy. It's kind of funny that Will Ferrell was in this skit too on Saturday Night Live. And he read, like in Anchorman, he read it, all this insulting whatever, just read, and like nothing happened, because that's what they do. A lot of times they just take wire copy and run with it. It's you don't go off script.
Yep.
But and then the loss of the words. Yeah.
Wake Up and Smile was the name of it.
Well, hey, why are you judging the people with flip flops? But
I read that comment, and in Japan they have specially made socks with a split in between the big toe and the next toes to wear with I guess I don't know what, they don't call them flip flops, but they're footwear that are like flip flops here.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So okay, and there's the link to the Saturday Night Live skit, folks. If
I did not do it justice. You guys have got to watch it.
Yeah, you've got to watch
hilarious.
it. Yeah,
it's hilarious. I can watch it and describe it to you.
Well, I think I was watching it with a friend, and it was just like, I mean, just hearing the laughter was like, and they knew they related to it because of the experience in the news media, and it was just like, and especially if you have experience with news media, it makes it even funnier. Because they had the weatherman, he came over and challenged, and then he lost his head. It just was. Then they would start reading the script, and it's like, oh, the weather guy. Oh,
toe socks are
dead
weird.
with them. Yeah.
Toe socks are weird. I'm not saying they're uncomfortable. They're weird for me to wear.
Yeah.
And those shoes or beach shoes or whatever that look like you have your toes. I don't know if I would like those.
Nope, not at all.
Well, I do know that's what's weird is the dragon from Adventure, folks, from the Atari system, Wes Cagle.
Here
be dragons. Here be dragons.
Yes, I love that game. It was one of the best games we had at that time. So, exactly. All right. Well, look, we're going to move into somewhere in the USA. Folks in the chat, if you got any topics we might kick around tonight, you guys on the panel, if you can think of anything, but we're going to go ahead and get started with our Where in the USA. Do not forget that in about 50 minutes, 50, Mrs. will be live with a watch party at the Insomniac Theater. And what are you watching tonight, Mrs.?
The Dark Crystal.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
The Skeksis.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
It is from Jim Henson. Okay, well, I will look it up because I will butcher I will butcher it.
Okay, that's fine.
The Dark
Folks.
Crystal. This is what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
On the let's see, what does it say here? From IMDb. It's real simple. To find the
Okay.
missing shard of a magical crystal and to restore order to his world.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
is-
I forget what the Gelf. There was he's a Gelfling. I forget his name though.
I don't know. Well, let's
now,
look.
is this an animated or is it a Muppet
Oh,
movie?
They're
they're
puppets.
puppets. Yeah, like the
Okay.
Muppet Show. Yes.
God, what if we just remade all those with the Team America World Police marionettes?
Oh God.
Let's see.
America.
Dark Crystal is a really good movie.
Actually, I
It's
was actually
old.
going to.
That's like 1982, I think. It's old.
It was
Yeah.
from 1982,
Yeah.
and
Actually, I was actually going to sing that Team America World Police theme song,
Thank you.
karaoke. But there are a couple words in there that are problematic. I even talked to the channel host who was like, yeah, you probably can't do those. Thank buddy for getting Mrs. Link
Excuse
out
me.
there for the watch
I
party.
was looking to see. I think Jen. I believe it's the name of the Gelfling.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the boy, and there's a female Gelfling too. I don't remember. Yeah,
Agra, maybe.
I can't remember. I kept wanting to say Kira, but I think that's completely wrong.
Aughra,
Yeah.
I think. Oh, Kira. Okay, yeah, it's.
Is it Kira? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Buddy's
Jen
got it.
meets Kira, another
Jen and Kira,
Gelfling.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, join her in 50 minutes. Like Buddy's got the link for there so that's why I'll probably end a little bit early. Mrs. can move over and get ready for that. But we're going to we'll go if we can hit some topics. We will. If not, in the meantime, we're going to do somewhere in the USA now. All right. Everybody ready? All right,
Florida.
Florida, Georgia, Alabama. I don't know how it started. Dave beat me to it too. All right, here's your headline. Remember, I'll give you
Thank
the
you,
headline.
buddy.
I'll give you 3 states. You pick out which state this happened. Aughra is the secret.
Oh, yeah, that's
keeper
right.
of
She's
secret.
that big giant.
That's where he has to go, I guess, get the shard or something from.
Well, no, I think she has like that clockwork universe thing that she can tell him where to find it. I think.
Oh.
If I remember, it's been a long time since I've seen
been
this
a while.
movie.
Yeah.
All right, we got Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Police nurse battered her wife with cheesy nachos. Nurse
Oh my
battered
God.
her wife with cheesy nachos. Did this happen in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama?
Florida.
Why do you say Florida, Mrs.?
Wait.
Because I do.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Did the headline say nurse batters her wife?
Right.
Okay, it gets any more.
It's 2
interesting.
women.
Okay.
Yes, it's 2
Okay.
women here. So, yes, exactly. Clifton, what do you think? Which state do you think this is happened in?
I'm going with Florida as well.
Oh, wow. Dave's gone Florida already. Okay, Wes Cagle, what about you?
I'm going with Georgia because Florida is bizarre and weird. Georgia, they're just, I don't know. It just strikes me as Georgia. I like it.
Okay.
I got nothing for it.
That
Because
makes
Yeah.
Legata says Florida. Phantom Outsider says Georgia. Buddy Hepburn says Florida also. All right. Let's get ready. We got this one. All right. We got police nurse battered her wife with cheesy nachos. Domestic row triggered by 3 a.m. jibe. A nurse has been accused of shoving cheesy nachos down the leggings of her wife during a 3 a.m. domestic battery. Florida police allege.
Oof.
woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Investigators say the 40-year-old victim was making nachos with nacho cheese in the kitchen when her spouse told her she shouldn't be eating this late and made a comment about her weight. All right. As always, it gets better. During the argument that ensued, the attacker, who had been playing video games in the living room, walked over to her spouse and grabbed a handful of cheesy nachos and shoved them down the back of her leggings.
Oh my gosh.
Leggings. When the victim, who's also an RN, subsequently sought to change her clothes, she was dragged to the floor and shoved her fingers into either side of her mouth and hooked them like a fish.
Okay, so there was more to it than
There's
just the
more
nachos.
to it, yeah. And of course, then it grabbed her head, slammed it into the floor multiple times.
There's where the assault is. It wasn't
Yeah.
with the nachos.
Yeah.
But the nachos are the hook to the story, though.
I mean, what's worse, wasting those nachos, or? Yeah, I mean, I would put that as the worst crime.
Dave said
Perfect
that's easy.
example.
Well, look at Buddy. She won't have taco time cheese, Buddy. Cat noises, hissing, etc. Well, it keeps getting interesting. During the confrontation, the victim told police that the attacker made several comments that she was the one in charge, that her wife was not behaving. The police responded to the couple's Port St. Lucie residence, denied a physical altercation occurred. She claimed her wife had been in a drunken rage and had thrown a plate of nachos and rolled around and covered herself in the cheese.
Oh my gosh.
However, an examination of the victim's leggings revealed, quote, what appeared to be nacho cheese on the interior backside, consistent with her story.
And the lunatic could not have shoved them down the back of her own leggings.
Here's the thing: is a substance resembling nacho cheese was found smeared on a wall. Okay, and the victim also had a knot on forehead and scratch on the right arm. So there you go. What a story here with this one. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, that was silly.
Yeah. And the attacker claimed her spouse had thrown the nachos. Cops found ceramic plate where they were prepared was completely intact. So there you go. We got Florida. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if it was a carpet, it will not necessarily break.
Well, resembling, yes, exactly. They plead the foreplay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, buddy. All right. So hey, that was a good story, don't you think? One to start off with.
Yeah.
Florida.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead with another one. We're going to go pick on our Midwest friends. So,
Wisconsin.
Really? Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Sounds
All
good
right.
to me.
That's always a good. Well, if Lisa's here, we could pick on Wisconsin, but yeah, let's see. Okay. All right. Here we go with your three choices. We got Iowa, Kansas, and Nebraska.
All
right.
Kansas. Definitely Kansas.
Yes. Man jailed for lightsaber attacks. Defendant 25 struck neighbor and her 7-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
Did this happen in Iowa, Kansas, or Nebraska?
I'm saying Kansas.
Any particular reason why?
Because of the rivalry between Kansas and Missouri.
Okay. That's a good reason. That works. Phantom says that was not your best story, Dad, man. Okay, Mrs. What do you say with this story? Man jailed for lightsaber attacks.
I'm going to say Iowa. Why? Because I can.
Okay. That works. Wes Cagle.
God, this could be any of them. It really could. I mean, these 3 states, there's nothing going on there. So, I mean, these people get so bored. They do all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, boredom does ensue.
Yep.
Yes.
So which one are you going to go with, Wes?
Yeah. If I got to pick one, I never liked Nebraska. It's a funny shaped state. It's kind of like shaped like all the ones in the middle, but they got that little crook on the ass. So, hell with Nebraska.
Okay, so we got that. We got with the Nebraska. Okay. All right. Did you say Nebraska?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry. All right, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska. Fallout Dave said Fallout. Fallout Dave said Fallout. No, Iowa. I mean, no, he said Florida. Damn, I can't read tonight. Yeah, gummit.
Iowa, you
Yeah.
mean Florida.
Yeah, in English tonight.
Yeah, I know. Legata said Iowa. How about that? We got that. See, Fallout Dave said Iowa. Phantom said Iowa. Buddy said Nebraska. Lemon Pie said Kansas. All right. Mrs.
Uh-oh.
Did you
Lemon
gave your
Pie
answer,
says
right?
Nebraska. Lemon
I
Pie says
said
Kansas. I
Iowa.
might be in trouble.
Okay. All right. All right. We got Kansas. We got Buddy said Nebraska. So, okay. Yes, Dad Mayonnaise. Yep, it happens. This is not to be confused with Dad Mayonnaise,
God,
which
you
was also
you highlighted it. I thought that said Damascus at first. I can't
No.
read either.
no, it's my unofficial self-created language. All right. The story: Nebraskan jailed for lightsaber attacks.
Yes, I got one right.
Yeah. Police defendant 25 struck the neighbor and her 7-year-old. Let's read it. A Nebraska man behind bars on a pair of felony charges for allegedly striking a female neighbor and the woman's 7-year-old daughter with a Star Wars lightsaber. Investigators allege that he struck the girl first while she was playing with other children in the front yard of her home. When the child's mother confronted White, he yelled at her, "I'm not in the mood. Get back in your fucking house." Then he charged her wielding his lightsaber. I love the way he puts it in quotes, wielding his lightsaber, because that could be taken so many different
Was
ways.
it really his lightsaber?
Yes,
I mean,
was
was
a
it
lightsaber.
really a lightsaber or was it his lightsaber?
No, it was a real lightsaber. I mean, the toys.
A real one?
Oh, yeah, not a real one. I know. Thank you. It's a fake real one. It's actually one that it's not in his pants, okay?
Oh,
How about that? All right. Yes, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Exactly. Oh, Wes said, Lampard said, Wes, I'm terrible at this game, so if you guess differently, you have a better chance.
There you go.
He uses Schwartz on her. All right. And then he struck her on the right arm shoulder, and she and his daughter said they were in pain following the lightsaber strikes. 2 neighbors told cops they witnessed him hitting the victims with the lightsaber, which investigators described as a higher quality device, approximately 3.5 feet long, constructed of metal and thick plastic. The lightsaber could cause significant pain and injury when used to strike an individual.
Well, yeah, you're hitting it with a stick. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. He during police questioning, he reportedly confessed to the attack, saying it was unacceptable behavior for which he wanted to apologize. While cordial with cops, he would have profane and angry outbursts that included him blaming the victims for a rise in his rent. He also warned of future problems for them. The lightsaber was seized by police as evidence and, being held in lieu of $50,000 bail.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's an expensive lightsaber.
Yeah, exactly.
Should have just paid the rent.
Wiffle ball bat is fine, and why didn't he just use the force? Yeah, plastic tube doesn't hurt. That's what she said.
Man, yeah, I think I still have scars from the welts I got when we used to use wiffle ball bats as lightsabers as kids. God.
Well, it's crazy. All right, we got one more story, but wait, Phantom Outsider said, "What? Wait, did they keep their arm? So lightsabers are now a non-lethal weapon, thanks Disney Star Wars."
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Oh, jeez. Oh, I love hearing you laugh like that, Mrs. It's so fun. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We got. All right, we're gonna get some of our friends in here on this. We got
All right,
we got-
everybody be quiet. I'm listening to Dadman type so I can get glean
There he does.
information.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. Man jailed following Skittles attack. Cops defendant 19 pelted restaurant patrons with Skittles. So, Mrs., what do you say? Which state is this?
Well, you remember we were at that one restaurant and they kept throwing peanuts, the hostesses.
Are you talking about Are you talking about the rolls though?
No, it was a restaurant that we don't go to here, and we were waiting to sit down. It was a horrible restaurant. It was here in our city, and by the airport.
Okay.
And they were just messing
around. That was Roadhouse. That was regular Roadhouse. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the guy shit his pants because you threatened to come over the wall over me after him.
Yeah,
Oh.
I said, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We
It was awful. They're like throwing. I'm like, oh
the
my gosh.
the seating staff was ignoring us. I mean, we needed some help and stuff. But go ahead, Missy. Tell them about it though.
But it just was like childish, and we were waiting to be seated, and the hostesses were just watching, and we're like, can they stop throwing peanuts? And they just kind of did nothing. So I finally said something to them, if you throw another peanut, we'll break your arm. I didn't say that, but that was kind of the tone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was also the night we went there, and you got prime rib, and they had no more au jus.
I think it was the same night though.
It was.
It was the same night. Yeah. How the hell do you run out of Joe Shoe when you had damn prime rib? And then what's happened is whatever a little bit came out was like paste.
It was like tar.
Yeah. It was I may do, but still was not really great.
Yeah, it was. We never went back there again.
All right, well, we're hitting the Big Ten states: Minnesota,
I'm
Wisconsin,
saying
Michigan. Any particular why?
No.
Okay, that works for me. And let's see.
I just got a feeling that my vibe says Michigan.
Wes, you've already said, right?
No.
You haven't? Okay.
No, but I say Michigan. I never liked that state. The little sons of guns with that Upper Peninsula BS.
Where's JT? Need JT here for that. But yeah, okay. And Clifton, you answered.
I'm going with Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Wisconsin. All right, nice answer. All right.
Feel the rainbow.
Yes, exactly. Steve says Wisconsin. Legata says Minnesota. Buddy says Michigan. Lemon Pie agrees. Michigan. Yeah, Texas Roadhouse peanuts. Exactly. So let's see. Taking a look at each.
This is before they had the bags. This was before 2020.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Phantom said actually it was throw another peanut and you'll get a broken arm. They throw another Mrs. Guest. Yeah, exactly. She had it. She had it. I was like in between.
Stop, just stop it.
Yep. Throw another peanut. I'm gonna break my foot off in your backside.
Yes.
But throw another peanut and I will happily go to jail.
Yes. All right. Here's our headline. Minnesota man jailed following Skittles assault.
Oh, man.
Cops defended 19 pelted restaurant patrons. So
there you go. Well,
damn.
A Minnesota man.
Of those states.
Yeah, it could have been. A Minnesota man's behind bars following unprovoked Skittles attack on a restaurant patrons and employees. Investigators say he walked into a Mankato eatery Friday afternoon, began throwing Skittles at employees and customers.
He was just sharing.
Yeah, a woman identified as victim one in a court filing told police that she was hit in the back with a Skittle, which caused a stinging pain.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I was just annoyed with the peanuts. Okay, I'm not going to say they hurt me. I'm just was annoyed.
Well, if somebody's throwing peanuts and you have a peanut allergy, could you accuse them of attempted murder?
If you were in a restaurant that had open peanuts on stuff on the floor, you deserve to die. I mean, it's not like they
Dang,
don't have.
missus.
They at that point had signs everywhere.
Tell us how you really feel.
She's
No, I'm
really
just-
not filtered tonight.
No, just like stupid.
Oh God. Lemon Pie says Minnesota nice.
Yes.
Taste the rainbow. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Mhm.
Here's our story. Here's our headline again. Minnesota man jailed following Skittles assault. Cops defendant 19 pelted restaurant patrons. Minnesota man is behind bars following an unprovoked attack on restaurant patrons and employees. Investigators say that he walked into Mankato Erie Friday night afternoon and began throwing Skittles at employees and customers. The woman identified as victim one in a court filing told police that she was hit in the back with a Skittle, which caused stinging pain.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry with that. I'm just I'm wanting to get compensated.
Oh yeah.
That's foolish.
See, like Fallout Dave said, really Skittles, people are so soft. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
you heard a
was,
llama
I
bell
have
alert.
a chance to
Yes.
get some money from Skittles.
Hey, oh, they heard you already. Jeez. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's see.
Yeah, does it get better?
Yeah, it gets
It
better.
always gets better.
Upon arriving at a restaurant, cop noticed Skittles all over the ground and had a bag of Skittles near the garbage. The suspect, victim one, said had a heart-shaped. The suspect, which is victim one, had a heart-shaped tattoo under his eye and another tattoo on the left side of his face.
He was just
Yeah.
sharing the love, man.
He loves to give because apparently there's another location at a nearby business. The teen allegedly pulled away and detected a break free from officers. So that's why they're trying to restrain him like they were immediately Sunday morning. So, hey. But yeah, hey, there you go. There's our 3 stories that we had tonight. Of course, when the probable cause document has no permanent address, yeah. This could have been a Florida story very easily.
God, yeah. You know, all this talk about once we did the states, it reminded me. I wanted to show. I meant to show this, and I completely forgot. I was going through Twitter, and somebody had this map up, and the map is color coded. He did a poll. Apparently he's a big TikToker. He's got a lot of fans, and he asked from each state, and they sent him in what state they hate. So each state, it shows like the state of Colorado, it shows what state Colorado hates the most, and so forth and so on. This picture is let me show it to you. It's hysterical. There are a couple things that to point out on this. Let me see here.
No problem.
This is the map.
Oh, I think I remember this one. Yes.
Yeah. Now the funny thing is there are 3 things. You notice up here the blue, this dark blue. If I zoom in, the dark blue is hates California. So California has the most other states that hate it. That's the
I would
one.
almost think that everyone hates California.
That's the first one. Now, if you look over here in the corner, these are all 3 green. Green is hates Florida. Now, Florida is one of them.
We hate ourselves. Yeah, exactly.
And the other one that was
That's
hysterical
funny.
to me is New Jersey's the only one that has this with the blue stripes here. Here's what the blue stripes mean. Hates everyone.
Mhm.
New Jersey just hates everybody.
Oh my gosh! Okay, that's funny.
But yeah, no, I mean, if you want to, I mean,
That's funny.
if you want to know if you live in these certain states, if you live like Texas is the only one that has the blue, and they hate Oklahoma. But of course, Oklahoma hates Texas, I believe. Yeah, hates Texas. So
Mrs. I got a problem. Can you pull up the thing for my show with Goat next Thursday, the thumbnail?
Yeah. Give me a second. I think I can.
Because it's like I thought I copied it over in the right format, but it's not wanting to play with me just
So
right.
let's see. I got to rearrange stuff.
Actually, I think I might
I
actually
got
be.
it. Just give me a second.
Okay. Let's see.
What do I need to do? Present. Okay. No,
Let me know when you have it.
I'm working on it. Okay, you can add it when you want.
Okay, we'll come back to there. Okay, all right. Well, let me go ahead. We're going to wrap up tonight. We made it an hour and a half. So
Yay! I'm
yay.
sorry, I was falling
That's
asleep.
okay. No,
It was not
you
your
got to share
show. It was I didn't take
our
a nap, and I
mom.
should have
But
taken
hey,
a
don't
nap.
worry about it. You're here. We got everybody here.
Yay!
Friday nights we have a limited time anyway, unlike on Wednesday nights where we can go crazy and stuff. But the important thing is our great friend Clifton 3D is able to join us on Fridays when he can't Wednesday. So Clifton, I know you don't always like promoting yourself, but go ahead and plug yourself.
With what? A cattail?
Whatever you want to. What you got coming
You're
up?
not a
my
furry,
friend?
are you?
With some
Nope.
nacho cheese, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Later in a few hours at 10, what is it, Pacific, I think? I will be on Brandon's show, the Anime 101. And then even later tonight, tonight is going to be Anime After Dark. And on Monday, my own show, which is cool. Enjoying that. And and
so
it'll
good
be
to hear
fun.
you. It's so good to see you back to streaming too, though.
Oh, yeah.
So go subscribe to Clifton. There, support him over on his channel, Buddy or Jess. If y'all can get Clifton's link in, I'd appreciate it. Go support him. And great dude, and love. He's a great friend of this channel, a great friend of the missus and me. And I've got a surprise coming up, maybe next Friday. But I want to make sure everybody's here for that because we had a quite fun and silly week this week, and there's a couple things I want to share with everybody when we're all together, when we have Anna back with us, because it would not be right without sharing it without her around tonight. Wes, what have you got?
Wait. I'm sorry. I thought I did something. I hit a button.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, God.
As soon as I said West, you're like, wait, sorry.
Yeah,
but
no,
West,
I thought I had popped something on screen that shouldn't have been popped up on screen. And I was like, oh, shit.
No,
Just don't do that.
nope.
No.
Oh.
So, Wes, what about you? What you got coming up?
No, nothing in particular. I the only thing that's a regular for me is pretty much the Wednesday and Friday with you. Whenever you do Wednesday and Friday. Other than that, I show up when I get a call from somebody like, hey, I'm doing this. You want to come on? And it's usually like about the last minute. So that's about it.
I tell you that is fun to do sometimes too. It's just being the last minute,
Oh yeah.
and it's always nice to be the attendee because there are times when it's like, you just show up and you come out and you just talk as needed, and it's really a great position to be in.
Absolutely. Yep. And it's fun, the last minute thing, because there's no pressure. There's no pressure. It's not like you were scheduled and it's like, man, I've got this other thing I got it, but I was supposed to be here. Oh, good Lord, this is last minute. So it's like, sure. What am I doing? Nothing.
Yes
Yeah,
no.
I'm really pissed off tonight because all my slides are not opening. It's putting all this friggin' stuff with all these other things. Mrs. We put them in PG, it's JPEGs and all, and like nothing will open for me.
Did you try to open them before?
I did. I saved them all as PNG files and stuff, and now nothing will open without me having to go into.
Is this a laptop out the window tonight?
It's a desktop. I really need to get Mark's computer that Mark sent me a long time ago up and running and retire this thing, but it's just having time. But Mrs., go ahead and tell us about what you got coming up.
In about 24 minutes, we're going to be watching The Dark Crystal, and then at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning because it's still today. We'll be watching. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not near my mic, so you can't hear me. It
Mm.
sounded very muffled.
Over here.
Um,
Okay, but it was muffled. Go ahead.
so, and 10 a.m. we're going to be watching some cartoons. We're watching a new series, Mythic Warriors. It's Greek mythology for kids, and apparently they are not very accurate. Uh, so we'll see.
Oh.
But we're watching them. It has Mythic Warriors, Super Mario Brothers, Animaniacs, and just some classic cartoons. And then Sunday at 3, we're watching The Pretender.
Mm.
And then back to normal programming this next week, right?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Of course, your morning muse is Monday to Wednesday, and then on Friday. And check our channel out. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Get the notifications from when she goes live.
I'm slowly creeping up with
Yeah.
my subscriptions. Yes, the Mythic Warriors is loose and fast with the mythology.
Yes. All right. Well, what I've got coming up is pretty much, random could go anytime, whether it's Fortnite or other streams as I feel how things are going. But for next week, currently we have Wednesday and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern with the Late Night Squirrel streams where we come in, bounce from topic to topic and things like that. And, hope to have y'all back with us on both nights and keep growing the show and having a lot of fun with it. Mrs., go ahead and bring that one slide up for me.
Can't?
If you can. I can't. It will.
Okay.
Oh, it's right there. Well, I see you had it here. Next Thursday night, this guest, the Eclectic Goat, is so fascinating. We couldn't do it all in one stream. We were doing 2 streams. So first week, we're going to chew in the cud with the Eclectic Goat. Pretty animal pictures. A lot of animal pictures, goats, sheep. We'll be talking about raising animals and stuff like that. So, hey, join us. There will be a lot of fun here with this. And then the following week, 22nd, same time, we will be talking to Eclectic Goat
was I
about writing.
supposed to do that slide?
No,
too?
no. I'm just kind of
Okay.
advancing with it. We'll be talking because it's a 2-parter. But the following week, we'll finish up with writing and editing with the Eclectic Goat. Programming note: last Thursday's stream with Anna, the chilling with Anna, has been rescheduled to the 29th, the following Thursday. So we'll have shows every Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday through this month, at least one show. So make plans to be for those. I think you will love this with the Eclectic Goat, especially with the animals, but also fascinating with writing and editing and everything else. So, oh God. Buddy said, I found it strange that they did so blatantly the first episode. Even Clash of the Titans told it more accurately. Hey, nothing's as bad as the new versions of Clash of the Titan movies with Liam Neeson, who never met a gun he didn't like.
Whoops, sorry.
Sorry, I got it. I can pull it off. That's my little political commentary. Dude, I tell you, I cannot stand the thought of that bastard as Frank Drebin Jr. on Naked Gun. I just can't. I just can't.
I don't have a problem with Liam Neeson. I just don't think he's a good fit for the part.
Yeah. What do you think, Clifton?
Same. I watched that trailer and like the moment he pulled off the mask, I was like, nope, I'm out.
And it was nothing but a direct ripoff of the original Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Where he went incognito and then with all the terrorist leaders and then pulled off the disguise. It was too. I don't know. I just have a problem with a movie like that. There's no way they could do it justice. Although I will say, the one homage back to all the original actors like George Kennedy, Leslie Nielsen stuff, and then they had the one shot of OJ and the guy that was supposed to be his son like just shook his head. Yeah. I will say that was kind of funny, but yeah, it is interesting. So yeah, the incomparable Liam Neeson's, yes. Exactly. Kind of like the incredible talent of Nick Cage in his own movie. Yeah. Yeah, he was an awful pick. If you did, now let's kick it around in a couple minutes. I know we said our outros, but we'll be wrapping up in a second. But real quick, if you did want to make a Naked Gun movie, who would you pick to be Frank Drebin or Frank Drebin Jr.?
I wouldn't remake it, so there it goes.
Yeah. Don't remake it.
Yeah, that's a hard one to remake. That's some big shoes to fill.
Okay.
I don't know. That's rough. That is rough.
But we'll have to think about it as the movie approaches, just as a way to talk about it. But
Mm.
I don't plan on watching it. To me, it's a hard no at this point. But then again, I never say never, because you never know. Because I've been surprised. Some movies after they've been released was nothing.
Yeah.
They were nothing like made out to be beforehand. So
Mm.
that's why we always say watch it for yourself. Go ahead, West.
Pretty much until they have a track record of redeeming themselves. Almost everything that comes out of Hollywood these days is a hard no from me right from the get-go until I figure out otherwise. So it's it's that bad. It's that bad. So
Yeah, that's fair.
But
If Dadman's talking, we can't hear you.
Oh, I muted. Sorry.
yes,
Clifton, did you have a? Sorry, I hit the
I
button.
hear him in the background because I
Yeah.
live in the same house with him
Yeah.
when I'm going.
Well, the miss is going to have to go in a minute. But Clifton,
Yes.
did you have one more thing to say?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Had a fun stream.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Come watch the movie with Mrs. at midnight. Keep up get you a snack, some drinks, and have a late night. I'm probably going to bed because I got to get up to get with my mom in the morning.
Well,
But-
so do I. And you keep yammering on. Just
Well, no,
kidding.
you're. I thought you were going. You got your anime at 10 in the morning.
I know. I
Oh,
have to get up to do that. I can't do it in my sleep.
okay. I don't know. You can always hit play and keep going. But hey, on that note,
I'm
folks,
messing
thank
with
you,
you, man.
everybody. I know you are. Love you, sweetie. All right. On that note, everybody, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us tonight. And we hope to see you again Monday night. Actually, I plan on being back to duos with Jess on Monday evening. I have not played Fortnite at all this new season with Star Wars. So we'll see what happens. On that note, everybody, have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is where you are. And we will catch you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.